Hey everyone, this is Dave from BlackBull Markets, and today we're going to have a jump in and a look at the USD CAD. Firstly on a weekly time frame, just want to take a step back and sort of just track what's been happening since March last year. As we all know, there was a massive descent from that peak around the 1.45 mark, and we've been heading south ever since. No change really, just a few retracements to the downside as we sort of get towards those previous lows around 2017. Now I just obviously marked out the descending triangle there. As you can see, it's been pretty loyal to that pattern, but there has been a few question marks, a few areas of historic support have been passed, and I just want to jump in now and have a quick look at a hourly time frame, just go on smaller time frames, perhaps sort of see what we're in for the next couple of days or this week, if you will. So first thing I want to point out is the RSI. Look, we're looking fairly oversold at this point. I mean, it's been oversold currency pair for a while, but you know, obviously looking for points where it could bounce. Got a tweezer bottom hanging around just here, which happened roughly about 8 hours back. Now that could be a sign, obviously coupled with the RSI where we're at, for a bit of a bounce. Where to? Hard to know, but we were hanging around the 1.249 region for a while. And you know, potential bounce back could be on the cards based on what we see now. But remember, keep in mind, we have been heading south for a while. It could be short-lived. It could be a smaller bounce. I mean, there's been a lot of retracements to the downside. So going back to that weekly time frame, I want to just point out you know, other areas we could look for, possible milestones for this currency pair. I've highlighted for you the 1.227 mark. Now, this is an area of support historically, which we could marry up with. Again, we're on a bit of a journey to the downside, and that could be about where we could look for a bigger bounce. Failing that, we do have the next point roughly towards the sort of 1.211 mark. So a few areas to keep an eye on for. I mean, if you're watching this currency pair, you're probably looking for it to go up at some point in the near future. Obviously, Canadian dollar being a commodity-driven currency, need to keep in mind, obviously, gold and oil are pretty strong these days. So if we couple all that together, we could be looking at a bounce. It's just hard to know when. So you know, check the fundamentals, do your own analysis. But that's it from me. Thank you for tuning in, and happy trading.